呪術廻戦
All right, let's read chapter 107 of Jujutsu Kaisen, the Shibuya Jihen 25, part 25, new volume, and as we can see here, right, the Shibuya Jihen continues. It continues for the next several books. So we got the reveal of this guy last time. The little sort of cute dude became this kind of bigger, scary dude, and the drunk was on the attack. So we start here. Oh, we get another, there you go, another splash page for 107. But this nice little montage, a little montage of everyone here. You get a big sukuna in the back. So there we go. See, right there's the little guy. There we go. Cool. Neat little montage. Yeah, this is a very long arc. This is a very long arc. It's going to end up being like 50 something. Okay, so again, this guy kind of like hatched out of the more meek looking dude. Zoo, 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 zoo. Doing something here. This is a pile of bones that this guy had vomited up. Oh, okay, stay. Okay, and then we get a dopa. I guess this is like, this was like a water bomb or something. It looks kind of watery. So, like a water thing. Yeah. Mizu, water. So splash. Zah. There's Maki with her. It looks like a mop, but it is a cursed weapon. Okay. Oos. So kind of like thud, she sticks the blade into the wall. So she's hopping on the thing. Nansu butsuryo da yo. Like, what's with the amount of stuff? Butsuryo. Yeah, the amount of material resources. So she's remarking, like, it's a lot of water. Oh, that's her landing on the yari, on the spear. Okay. Megumi no bansho no hi ja ne na chika dattara tsundeta zo. Okay. Megumi's full elephant. This is a move we saw him use on the outside a few chapters back when they were fighting that one guy. This is like max elephant, full elephant. Megumi's full elephant, not comparing. It's no comparison to Megumi's full elephant. If it were underground, tsundeta, like we'd be trampled. Tsunde is to be caught in, intertwined, something like that. No, that's... to become fine? Would it become fine? I don't think that's really quite it. I think it would have been packed in. Would have been like close pressed. If it had been underground. I'm not quite sure like why she's saying the comparison to Megumi's max element here, but okay. Well, anyway, because they are underground. Za Jureyo, hey cursed spirit. So we don't quite know yet what his special technique is. He already did this thing where he suddenly had a piece of paper and it had the image of the spirit on it, and it was like the spirit was actually trapped on that piece of paper, and then he punched the paper and the spirit fell out of the paper. So he's got some sort of technique with like paper and images and stuff, it looks like. アニメーションが1秒に何フレームあるか知ってるか? Animation, in 1 second, how many frames existing do you know? So do you know how many frames there are in 1 second of animation? 従例ではない。Basically, curse spirit, it is not. 昨今の解像度や Oh, okay. That's him. Okay, so he's saying it's not cursed spirit, meaning he calls him cursed spirit. So he's like basically saying, I'm not cursed spirit. Like, that's not my name, I guess. He continues, 昨今の解像度や As for nowadays? 昨今? Yeah. Nowadays, the 解像度, like the image density, the resolution or the granularity, フレームレートを上げたがる風潮。風潮. That's the tendency or the tide. Okay, so like nowadays the tendency is to increase the frame rate and the resolution. 私は Dagon. As for me, I'm Dagon. Okay, so that's his name. 花見上後真人にも Also to Hanami, Jogo, and Mahito. So he's naming the other cursed spirits. 4K やら60 FPS やら. So things like 4K and 60 frames per second. So they're having two separate conversations at each other here. 我々には, as for to us, 名前があるのだ. Names exist. We have names. 無粋だとは思わんか? Busui. No sense of refinement, inelegant. As for being inelegant or no sense of refinement, is it not thinking? Not thinking that it's inelegant? So again, two different conversations. Okay, meanwhile, here comes Nanami in with his critical attack. Boom. And it looks like the Dagon is blocking. Dogo. Okay. Is that Nanami up there? It's actually kind of hard to tell what that's supposed to be. Anyway, presumably, let's assume that's Nanami who leapt up and fired down. Although it could have been Dagon. Again, really kind of hard to tell. Zah, here comes Maki in. Okay, given that Dagon is still down here, that must have been what happened. Push. Pun. Oh, okay. So he's like turning him into a card again, a piece of paper. Here comes Nanami in. Baring. Slices through the piece of paper. Out pops Dagon. So we've seen that kind of twice now. Chi. Take your pick as to what's happening there. Oh, okay. So I guess that's what was starting to happen here. Some sort of like water wheel, water ring is starting to form around him. Okay. So we have a pattern here, which should be obvious now, right? Water, Hanami was wood, plants. Jogo is fire. Mahito is life, flesh. Zaza. Dameji nashi, without damage. So no damage. Toyu yori, more than saying it that way, or more than saying no damage. Hit pointo ga hatte shinai kanshoku da na. The hit points without doing a limitless, it feels like, isn't it? It's that sort of a feeling. Kanshoku. Yeah, it's the sensation of limitless hit points. Hatte shinai, just to make sure. Yeah, endless. Limit not doing. Ikkyu ga hitori mo sorotte haraen to wa yuyu shiki jidai da na. Jitai da na. Okay, so level 1, even 2 people being gathered, and as for not being able to purify, exercise, it's yuyu shiki. Grave, serious, or alarming circumstance, isn't it? So he's talking about himself, and Nanami, laughing. And Maki is just thinking, kuso, damn it, because she's not included in that. Ano toki jiji ga jutsu shiki dashite naratta watashi wa ano mama yararete ta. Okay, so that time, the old man, meaning him, a technique sending out, if hadn't become, as for me, as things were, would have been killed. So basically, if that old man hadn't used a technique at that time, I would have been killed given the way things were. So she's thinking back to that, where she had tried to come in there. Haji da. It's shame. It's shame. Humiliation. Bachi. Oh, okay. He's smacking the water wheel, watering here. Mizu no boheki ka? A water protective wall? Doji ni owaza wa daseru no ka? At the same time, as for a big technique able to send out? So he's asking like, oh, a wall, a protective wall of water, huh? Can you send out, are you able to send out a big technique at the same time? In other words, like, does that take all your concentration or power, blah, blah, blah. Juryoko katta jutsushiki mo madamada te kazu ga aru na. Katta here is excess, superabundance. So cursed energy, cursed strength in abundance, in superabundance. Technique also still, I guess like several exist, huh? Tekkazu. Yeah, a number of moves. So basically, like, you've got a lot of cursed energy. You've got an excess, a superabundance of it. So for considering techniques, you still must have several that we haven't seen, that type of thing. Gyu. That's Nanami grabbing his first weapon. Naraba do suru. If that's the case, how do? So, if so, what will you do? Or what should we do? Goki? I think that's him. And this is Maki Su with her thing. Kantanda waza o dasu mae ni. It's simple. Before sending out a technique, meaning like before you can use a technique. Oh, they were all gearing up. Soko de tsubusu. Crush. Do crushing with speed. So they all go in and attack. Sokudo de tsubusu. Okay. And what do we have here? Basha, basha, pang. So it looks like nothing happens, right? Arien, impossible. Dropa. Oh. Okay, notice the old man is gone. Oh. Wait. Oh, okay. Okay, the old man is gone. Taiku dekirun da mon na. Taiku. Staying, remaining in the air is possible. It's that sort of a thing, isn't it? So that's him talking. Like, oh yeah, you're able to float in the air, aren't you? Ore demo ue ni nigeru. Even me, to the above, able or running away. In me, ue ni nigeru. Ore demo ue ni nigeru. I guess it's like even me above, able to run away. Bago. Okay, slams it in the ground and somehow gets around za. Jutsu shiki ga techniques. Hatsudo dekinai. Starting, operating, not possible. So this must now be Dagon thinking to himself, like, I can't activate, I can't begin a technique. Dagon. Kono otoko no seida. This man's fault. So it's this man's fault that I can't get out a technique. Hayai. Osoraku Jogo yorimo. Fast, he's fast, perhaps even more than Jogo. Sasenyo. Sasenyo. Like, don't allow? Sasenyo. I think that's like, I won't allow it. Like, will not allow. So that's the old man saying this, and he's pummeling Dagon. Okay, and then we see some sort of shock, and then Ryoiki Tenkai. Okay, so this thing like appears on his belly, and it is apparently speaking. And it is saying domain expansion, domain evolution unfolding. Okay. So, of course. Zazam. So he's in now Dagon's domain. Oh, and that's the end of the chapter. Okay, I guess if you want to read more about Dagon's cursed seal, the cursed sign, there you go. Read all about it. Enjoy. That is the end of chapter 107. Next time will be chapter 108. I guess we'll see about the domain expansion. Presumably they're all in there. We'll see more about that next time.